Hello Cancer, and welcome to your mid-April 2019 reading. So these are not going to be particularly love focused or general focused. They're more just what you need to know at this time. So allow me just a moment to lay out your messages here. So you guys you have a lot on your mind at this time. Some of you may be involved with an earth sign, which is a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. This is all about planting seeds for growth, okay? It's showing up in your foundation. So this would be something that, you're already in the process here. And there is going to be a very positive outcome. A lot of you, this is a new creative idea of some kind. Some of you may be starting your own businesses. I really feel, you guys, usually you have success at those kinds of things. I feel like something you may have as a creative idea, a creative endeavor, you may be investing to, wanting to expand your business. That's what I'm picking up. And I feel like you have a very positive outcome. It's going to take time, of course. With the Eight of Pentacles here, this is indicating that there's a need to be patient. But nonetheless, this is growth. It's where something is in the early stages. It's in the early stages. It's like, a cocoon. That's what I feel, a cocoon. You have something that is in the stages of something you're growing, something you're building, and I do feel like it is going to take off. Also, side note, I feel like you have someone who may be jealous or envious. So be very careful who you're sharing your ideas with. For some of you, this may be a family member, someone connected in your family. Okay, not for all, but for some of you, it is. It could even be not a co-parent. Could be a co-parent because I said that. It even could be a relationship partner. So just be careful of this. I feel like keeping your ideas to yourself is going to be of pivotal importance. You also have the Nine of Wands showing up here at the center of your spread. So this is all about strength. It's about having a backbone, having a firm backbone, okay? But it's also, needing to have a great deal of courage. I feel like there's something that you're beginning, and, of course, with starting something new, there's always going to be a risk. That's what I feel. I feel like there's a lot of, you're taking a big risk. You're taking a gamble, so to speak. And, you're like, well, is it going to pay off? Is it not going to pay off? How am I going to make this work? But with the Prince of Discs showing up here in your thoughts, this is where you're very focused. This is someone who is full of ideas, okay? Some of you, I feel like there's something you're selling. Like, there's a service you're going to be selling, or there's a product that you're going to be selling. That's what I'm picking up here. So with the Two of Pentacles showing up, This is indicating trying to find a balance, okay? It's also about balancing your money. You know, there's a need to balance your income, like the money that you spend versus the money that you're putting away. I feel like your account balance, that's something that's coming through quite strongly here, okay? Some of you may be going through some financial difficulties because you're trying to start this business. But I feel that, you know, this is something that's going to work out, okay? Someone around you is going through a very difficult time financially, okay? You have the Seven of Pentacles showing up in your environment. So I feel like this is someone that you know, and that may be why, you know, someone is kind of like eyeing you. I feel like they're sizing you up. They're sizing your investment up. They're looking at what you have. They may be trying to copy or imitate you in some kind of way. So, you know, just something to be very cautious about. But you're trying to be strong at this time. You're trying to, you know, yeah, so with the Six of Swords here, this is all about communication skills, verbal communication, marketing, getting your product out there, or, you know, your product line. There's something that you're needing to get out there. Now, for those of you that doesn't apply to, this is something that you need to get off your chest, where you're needing to express yourself to a particular individual. I feel like you have goals that you're wishing to achieve. And, you know, some of you have a relationship partner that is very supportive. Others of you, I feel like this is something solo. This is something solo. So someone may, it's like they're investing with you, okay? This may be a business partnership where someone is helping you out, like someone is helping you to get your business started, or, you know, you're helping them. Again, it can go vice versa. Like I said, for some of you, this is a relationship partner where they're helping you, they're supportive of you. And, you know, I do feel like this is costing money. It is costing money to invest here, but you're branching out and you're growing. And, you know, some of you may be developing a website. I'm getting like a lot of communication, a lot of exposure, needing to be seen, needing to network, needing to grow. So this is, you know, clarity, being in the spotlight, so to speak. And with this showing up here in the past position, you know, this is where you're looking at someone or they're looking at you, and it's like wondering if the grass is greener on the other side, okay? So like I said, for some of you, this may be someone in your family where, you know, they're like, I want to get like you. Or, you know, as I said, it can be vice versa. But I do pick up a little bit of envy here. A little bit of jealousy, a little bit of envy. But you have your sights set on something bigger, something better. You're wanting to achieve. I feel like you have major goals and exposure, getting out there, being seen, getting discovered, those types of things. That's what you're trying to do. So this may be, you know, like marketing, networking, publishing, those types of things. I feel like you're trying to get your word out there. You're trying to get, you know, more visibility, so to speak. I also feel some of you, this is publishing. A small percentage of you may be publishing a book, writing a book, okay? Now, you have the moon showing up here. It is showing up, you know, with you. So this is all about deception. It's all about secrets. And it's all about, you know, covering things up. So for some of you, like I said, this is just a warning to keep things to yourself, because I feel like someone may change up on you, okay? So you've changed up on someone, or they've changed up on you. And I feel that, you know, it's because of secrets, lies, and deception. the scale of this is going to vary depending on each individual person. But for some of you guys, you withheld something from another person. And it's like they don't see you the same way anymore. Or the other way around. Okay? I'm really seeing the eyeball here. So it's like someone is very leery, very cautious, and I'm getting like very closed off. This is usually you know, you're really intuitive. So you're feeling like someone is lying to you or keeping something from you. And because of that, it's making you, you know, you're closing yourself off, as I said. Maybe at one point you were very communicative with this person, but I feel like those days are gone. For some of you, you wanted a commitment or a family environment, you know, with this person. You may have at one point wanted commitment, or it's like you saw the potential to have a family with them. You saw them as relationship material. And I feel that something has occurred where it's completely changed that. So showing up in your environment, again, you know, going back to the Seven of Pentacles, this is where something is going down the drain. And it's showing up in your environment, like I said. So this is someone you know, someone who's close to you, where something that they're going through financial hardship at this time. But I also feel for some of them, this is a relationship failure. And things are moving on the up and up for you. So it's kind of, you know, it's kind of difficult because you may feel like you're not sure what to say or you're not sure how to act around them. But I don't feel like you're just going to swoop in and it's like something has happened where it can't go back to how it used to be. Or you're not going to sacrifice yourself. You're not going to give away any of yourself. You're not willing to take one for the team, so to speak. This is a lot about solo energy. Some of you, this is something you're doing independently, and I feel like you want it to be yours. It's like you're staking a claim on something. That is literal for some of you guys, like copyright, trademark, those types of things. For some of you, this is a relationship where a relationship is getting more serious. It's going to the next level of commitment, okay? It's like you're investing, they're investing, things are coming together, and you guys are planting seeds to grow together. For a small percentage of you, there may be a pregnancy here. But I'm feeling like, you know, again, with this in the past, it's like someone is seeing you where they want a family with you, that, you know, they want to grow, they want to build. And for some of you guys, this is something that you've wanted for quite some time. So this is all about happiness. It's all about, you know, celebration. I feel like in terms of relationships, things are going really well, better than I have seen them go for you guys in quite some time. And I feel like it's about time. With the Two of Swords showing up here, this does indicate feeling like you're at peace, feeling content. It is showing up with the Eight of Pentacles. So like I said, there's still a need to be patient. You're still in that cocoon, right? It's like there's something that you're sitting on and it's growing and it's developing. Some of you, this is money in a bank. Like where you've put your money away and, you know, it's like you're waiting on an account to mature or waiting on an investment to pay out. In the outcome here, we have the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. This is beautiful. It does indicate, you know, seeing success, money coming in, achieving that balance, achieving that stability. And this is, for some of you, there may be 3 or 4 other people involved. Sometimes I see this as, you know, people, like different investors. So you may be, you know, taking someone in, like letting someone in on your idea. But I feel like you're being very careful and you're being very selective. This does indicate striking that perfect balance where there's a balance between love and money. You know, you're not overspending, you're not underspending, you're budgeting correctly. I feel like it's harmony, it's unison. That's what I feel you've been trying to achieve, yes. And with the star here, this is, you know, hoping, wishing, praying, trying to manifest. And this is also very much online communication. So for some of you, like I said, creating websites, this could be Facebook, this could be social media, Twitter, Instagram. It's like you're getting discovered. That's what I feel here. You may have a talent and you're getting discovered. Okay? This is a very positive reading. The star is all about our hopes, our dreams, you know, our inspirations, what we're aspiring to. And with the Ace of Wands showing up in the foundation, I did say a creative endeavor. So some of you, you have some type of talent here. And it's like you're getting noticed. And you're getting recognition. And with adjustment showing in the crowning energy, again, this is a balance. But it's also where you're actually making adjustments, okay? And I mean that in a literal sense. So going back to that, you know, budgeting, I feel like you're being very cautious when it comes to budgeting your finances. And, you know, sometimes you guys struggle with that. So I'm happy to see this. I feel like you have someone who is super supportive. With this Two of Wands here, this is even more so. You know, where you feel like someone is your ideal mate, your ideal partner, your ideal match. And it's like they feel the same way. This is something that is mutual. Some of you are getting proposals or getting married or, you know, moving in together. Okay, adjustment can also be legal. So some of you, this is an actual marriage, okay? Some of you may be signing contracts. Those of you where I said, you know, it's like you're being discovered in some way, this is like putting yourself out there, climbing the ladder. I feel like you're being very careful with your social image at this time as well. Six of Cups in the upcoming energy, this is pleasure. This is, you know, good times, fun. You know, not only fun, but it's also like, look how much I've grown, you know. That's what I feel, like you've been in this incubation period. And you're growing, and you're finally seeing the results and the outcome for all your hard work, all your labor. This is a very exciting reading. It really is. And I don't feel bad about this moon. Like, I don't have a bad feeling. I feel it's more so, you know, you're sizing people up. Like, you know, hey, I have something to lose. I've worked hard to attain this. So I'm not going to involve myself with someone who's lower vibrational or anyone that I have to question, for that matter. It's like you're not taking any risk. You're not taking any chances. I feel like for some of you, it's like you were almost at this level before and someone sabotaged you. Or, you know, you may have done something impulsive and reckless, and it may have greatly thrown you back or tainted your image in some kind of way. You know, again, this happened before. It's not happening now. So because of that, it's taught you a lesson in not being so impulsive. You know, trying to tame yourself, so to speak. And yes, we all have that impulsive side. But I feel like you've learned not to just jump out there and throw caution to the wind and be reckless, you know. You still have this side of you, of course, but you're being very selective who sees that side. So it's almost like you're hiding this aspect of your personality, or, you know, you're getting it under control in some type of way. You know what I'm trying to say, where there's associates and then there's friends, right? It's like your public image is of great importance right now. Some of you may be involved with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If this is someone brand new, I feel like you're not letting them in on your life right now. It's like you're keeping that separate. You guys are getting everything squared away. Like, you're not wanting to combine. I feel like you've learned lessons not to combine resources and relationships too quickly. Like, some of you did that before, where you let a relationship partner in, financially, and then you regretted it later. So I feel like this time around, you're saying, I've achieved quite a bit, and I'm just going to keep this to myself because I really want to test this person out and make sure that they're genuinely interested in me and not what I have, not what I can offer, not what I can do, not for the attention. So it's like you're testing to see if someone is genuine or not. That's what I feel is going on. Yeah. See, some of you, this person that you're involved with that's going through this financial failure, it's like you have made sure that you may be aware of what they're going through, and I feel like you're not willing to risk what you have to help them out. Some of you did that for someone before, where you went out on a limb for them, you were there for them, and I feel like you're not going to do that anymore. So this is where someone is cutting their losses. This is also someone who's involved with multiple people. So someone that they have been stringing people along. They've been playing with people. They've been playing too many games, and I feel like they played too many. And because of that, it has got them in a bad position. And I feel like, it wouldn't be coming up if it wasn't relevant, but I don't feel like it's really your problem. You're saying, that's not my problem. You got yourself in the situation. You can get yourself out. But this is someone who, they're cutting their losses. They're cutting their losses, and they're going through some financial difficulties. For some of you, this may be an ex. You may be starting all over with someone new where, it's very promising, and you may be keeping this a secret, keeping this to yourself, okay? Like I said, some of you, this could be an ex where this could be the person that taught you the lessons, where you're like, well, this is what you did to me, and now look what you're going through, and I'm not going to be your saving grace. That's what I feel here. Yeah, so we have the Three of Swords showing up here. This does indicate heartbreak, okay? This indicates heartbreak. So what I'm feeling here, and this is something that can be fluctuated with it showing up in the outcome. I don't necessarily feel this is being impacted on you. I feel like this is being impacted on someone else. You have taught them a lesson, and now it's like they may be trying to make amends with you now that you have all this money flowing in, now that you have success, now that you have this publicity. It's like someone is, they're trying to make amends with you. They're trying to say, oh, let's let bygones be bygones, and, let's make amends. And you're saying, there's just too much water under the bridge. And I think that's what I was getting at earlier when I said someone may have changed up on you, or you changed up on them, and it's like things can't go back to the same. So there may still be some residual pain for some of you, but I really feel like it's the other person, because they are going through karma. They're going through karma, and I feel like it's because something that they did to you, okay? Like some of you guys, you may have saw them as your ideal partner in the past, and something may have occurred where, like they might be a social climber, for example, and you may have invested, and I feel like in some way they hurt you. And now things have turned around, and life is unfolding beautifully for you, and they're going through karma. I feel like they strung you along. They played games with you. They were juggling. They were involved with, you and more than one person, that type of thing. And, now it's like they're trying to clean up this mess. And you're not, like I said, you're not going to be their savior. And you're not going to get drawn back into it. So it's like they're trying to make amends with you. And you're saying, no, you hurt me too many times. I don't want to make up. I don't want to make amends. That doesn't mean that, it's going to be a big blow up fight or something like that. Like I said earlier, it's more like you're feeling more closed off towards them. You're no longer opening up like you used to. You're being more quiet and you're being more secretive. So you've like closed yourself off towards this person. You're not open to working things out. You may still decide to be associates with them or communicate with them every now and then. I don't necessarily get like hard feelings. I just feel more like you're focused on peace and you have it and you're not letting it go. And again here with the Six of Cups, this is the pleasure card, but it's also very much about the past, reflecting on the past. Some of you waited on this person to come back around. You were patient with them. It's like this person may have been very significant to you at one time. But I feel that you worked really hard to make peace with the situation, and you may just not want to revisit it. So it's like there's not any hard feelings, but again, it can't be the same as the way it used to. And I feel like you have money coming in abundantly. And I feel that you're not going to let them sabotage that. It's like you learned a lot of lessons and you're not taking that risk again. So here you are showing up at the center of your reading. You're showing up as the page. So the thing about the page is this can be someone who embellishes the truth. Or, someone who is manipulative, okay? Now, this does not have to be you. It can be someone you're involved with. Or this person, like I said, they might make you feel this way where you feel closed off or you feel like you can't open up to them. They may have been manipulating you. That's going back to what I said earlier, I feel like they strung you along and they may have made you, in turn, they may have made you behave more lower vibrational. But I feel like you've risen above it. In your foundation here, you have the Nine of Cups. So this is happiness, wish fulfillment, and it's where we have a lot of options. So I feel like you do have a lot of different options to choose from. Those of you that are single and those of you that are coupled. You're highly attractive at this time, but I feel like you're being above board and you're not going to step out of the relationship. I feel like you've learned your lessons with that. Those of you in relationships, it seems you're very content. You're very pleased. I feel like things are flowing really well here. And here we have the Chariot showing up in your thoughts. So this is you. This is all about victory. And it's where you're steering your life in the direction you want it to go in. Some of you may be relocating or traveling. Like I said, I feel like you're getting out and about. That's what I feel. But I'm getting like power. You're taking control of your life. You're making the adjustments you need to make. And you're finding happiness. It's like you're finding your piece of happiness, Cancer. And I feel like you're not allowing someone to delay you. You are set on your destination and you're getting there. You're not letting anyone be a roadblock or an obstacle. If this is someone who tries to manipulate you, this can be someone who flip-flops back and forth. Someone who's very wishy-washy, okay? I feel like it's someone who's very flaky. And, you know, because of that, that is why you feel the way you do. Okay? So you have the Two of Cups here. This is about being on the same page and having mutual feelings. Showing up with the Two of Wands, this is very strong. It's like feelings are reciprocated here. The chemistry is amazing, and the feelings are reciprocated. I feel like this is absolutely beautiful. There is an offer of love. So you're extending an offer to someone or someone to you. This is in the upcoming energy. But like I said, some of you, it's like no hard feelings, but things can't be the same. Okay? Others of you may feel differently, but with the Six of Wands here, this is about victory and success. And as I said, being careful of anyone that is jealous. I feel like something has ignited a flame in you. And it's empowering you to move on, to accomplish your goals. You don't feel stuck in a rut any longer. It's like you're willing to take a chance. That's what I feel. You're willing to take a chance. We have the Seven of Swords showing up here in your environment. Again, 2 sevens right on top of each other. So like I said, this person is dealing with serious karma. This indicates reoccurring issues, reoccurring obstacles. And it's financial, but it's also like trying to piece the puzzle pieces together, trying to figure things out. This can indicate, you know, someone who's very deceptive. So something has fallen through because someone was so deceptive. And I did say this is someone who's involved with other people. It's like, I feel like this is what they were doing to you. And because of that, it may have made you where you were in a lower vibrational state. You know, where you were, you know, you may have been manipulative. But I feel like it was because they were provoking you. You know, they were provoking you. You were always trying to find answers. You were always trying to piece things together. You were always wondering what was going on with them. And because of that, you know, it may have made you feel jealous or possessive, or, you know, you may have been lying about certain things. I feel like it's just a situation that failed. And it wasn't, for, you know, you weren't in your highest vibration and they weren't either. But I feel like I said, you're letting bygones be bygones, but I don't feel that you're willing to start all over. Some of you may be involved with an air sign, which is a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. So we have here the Princess of Swords showing up in your outcome. This is where someone is feeling argumentative. They're feeling combative. So I feel like, you know, when you put your foot down with this person and when you tell them, you know, no, I don't want to make up, you know, they may put up a fight with you. Hold on for the noise, I'm sorry. So what I was saying, you know, they may put up a fight with you. It's like someone is trying to get to the truth here. So you may have always, I feel like you may have always, okay, so we have all 4 pages here, right? And we have the Nine of Cups. So I feel like you've always had other options. But it's like when this one specific person, when they came back around, you always dropped the other options and went with them. And I feel like that has held you back. You're realizing that has, you know, that's held you back. And now you're not willing to do that anymore. So it's like they're coming back around and they're expressing themselves to you. And yeah, you know, there's still some sweet memories there, but you're no longer willing to put your life on hold for them. You're no longer willing to drop everyone for them. It's like you're not closing off. You're not backing down. I feel like you're not backing down. It's like if you want to be in my life, you can. But if you don't, then oh well. Like, that's what I'm picking up here. And this person, you know, they may get offended by it. But as I said, this is something karmic. It's because of how they behaved. You know, and with you coming through as a page and then coming through as a page, this is both like lower level, lower vibrational, you know, where neither one of you are being your best selves. So there's some jealousy here, there's some envy here, there's some pettiness here, okay? And it may be, you know, like I said, where someone's been wishy-washy, someone's been stringing someone along, but someone here is feeling, you know, I did say I feel like this is being impacted on them. And that's what I'm picking up here, where they feel hurt this time around. They are having to analyze themselves. They're having to take a look at themselves. Because I feel like you've taught them a lesson. And now they're having to reflect on what they did to make you feel this way towards them. Okay? So again, with this Four of Swords, it's like they're trying to work things out with you. But some of you, like I said, you know, be careful of letting someone take advantage of you financially, because you have so much positive growth happening here. And, you know, I feel like this is a person who has a tendency, you know, you have the tendency to self-sabotage. So, you know, yeah. So, you have the Tower here, and the Queen of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So what I'm feeling here is, I'm feeling with this Tower moment, I don't feel like this is negative. I feel like this is very positive. You're awake. You know, see this big eye? It's like, you know, your eyes are wide open, so to speak. And you're seeing people clearly. You're seeing things clearly. This is very often about resentment, having a chip on your shoulder. And, you know, it's a very stubborn energy. I feel that, you know, it's like you have taught them a lesson, like I said, where they had you wrapped around their finger at some point. They were always playing with you, is what I feel. This can be someone who bends the truth as well. You know, sometimes this is someone with a narcissistic personality where, you know, they're like extremely manipulative. And I feel like you're putting them on the spot. It's like you're putting them on the spot. And again, this is about social, like your social appearance as well. So for some of you, like I said, this person's a social climber. It's like when they think they can do better, or when they're doing better, they may not be involved with you. But yet, you know what I'm trying to say. It's like now that you're doing better, and now that you have this persona and money and success and all of that, it's like now they want to come back around. And this is like, you know, feeling like you have a chip on your shoulder, feeling slightly resentful. And I feel like this is something, you know, this is someone who's heavily contemplating, okay? It's like, I'm trying to think of the words that I'm looking to say. Basically, for some of you, you do want to make amends with this person, but you're too stubborn or they're too stubborn, okay? But for the majority, I feel like this is where you're turning your back. It's like, you know, she's looking in the opposite direction for a reason. It's like you've finally, once and for all, turned your back on someone. Or them you. You may be ignoring them. And that may be what makes them, mad. I did say for some of you it may cause an argument. It's like you just don't feel the same. And I feel like, you're ignoring them. They may be trying to contact you for some of you, and you may not be responding. And also, this Hierophant, for me, this can typically indicate, family. This very often is family. Higher learning, higher knowledge, higher level of success. So I feel like this is something you've worked very hard for. Be careful of someone being jealous or resentful or, trying to retaliate in some kind of way. This is beautiful. So growth, money, finances. Some of you are getting a raise, a promotion, a bonus. Again, you have that social appearance. And it's like you're no longer going to be associated with anyone who's lesser than. And I don't say that in a superficial way. I mean like lower vibrational. Anyone who's not working with you, anyone who, if it's not easy and it's not flowing naturally, I feel like you're just turning your back because you have a major breakthrough here. This does indicate karma being in your favor, but it's also, money. Some of you are getting a financial payout through something legal. It may be money that is owed to you, but a lot of you, honestly, I feel like it's something you've worked really hard for. And you've worked really, since you've worked so hard, you're holding on to it. So, this can be someone who's a social climber, and I did say that earlier. So it's like you're not going to let someone take advantage of you. You're not going to deal with any gold diggers or, someone who's just trying to get ahead by profiting off of you or being intertwined with you. Like someone may be trying to get recognition off of you in some type of way. So you're not allowing the piggybacking. That's what I feel. You're not allowing the piggybacking. This is a beautiful reading. It's so positive and it is so exciting. And I'm very happy to see this, Cancer. So I hope that this was beneficial for you guys, and I will see you in the month of May.